Hi, this is Mohammed. Today I'm going to create one virtual machine and install one role-based service on that virtual machine, and then I'll make an image of that virtual machine and generalize that one and make a backup of that virtual machine. So let's get started. At first, I need to log in the portal.azure.com. I already logged in, and for this demonstration, I need one virtual network, one resource group, one virtual machine. So for this purpose, I'm going to use a virtual network resource group named RJ27, virtual network named VNet27, and virtual machine named VM27. So let's get started now. When on the dashboard of portal, I can see I can show you the virtual machine. That's VM27. While I'm creating this VM27, I open the ports RDP and HTTP both, so we can do remote access and we can copy the public IP address and directly access it from the web browser. So I can show you this demonstration overview. When you go to the overview, I copy this public IP address, and if I go to the remote desktop connection, I can just paste this IP and asking for the password. When I create the virtual machine, I make a username and password to get access on this remote virtual machine. Hi, I have logged in the remote virtual machine with a remote desktop connection, copying the public IP from the portal. You can see the virtual machine. I just enlarged this one so you get better look. So here I install one service that is IIS, and on dashboard you can see how to do that. Just click on the add-on role and feature, and then next, and then select role-based feature installation, and then select the virtual machine and click next. And here I choose web server. It was not installed, but I have installed this one when I deployed this virtual machine. So right now I'm not doing this again. Just click on this one and allow the features to add in the services. So click next, and then that will be done. So next one, I'll show you how it looks. Yes, when it's installed a web server, IIS web server, it comes to the left panel. You can see the left panel IIS is available here. Now this is a service, so I can this is for web service, so I can use any other service, like make it a database server or any other mail server, whatever we like to do. So, and we can keep this one, we might keep this one for our future production environment before decommissioning this machine. So we might need to have an image and save it before decommissioning this virtual machine. So when we need in future, we just capture from this image and deploy this virtual machine once again. So it will be very easy to get back to some point. So let's see how it looks now. I'd like to show you how it looks while we use a browser to get access of this virtual machine. As I mentioned you before, that I am opening the RDP port and HTTP port while I'm creating this virtual machine, so I can get this access on this virtual machine remotely and on the web browser. So I just minimize a little bit of this one. I go back to the portal and copy the public IP and open a new tab and then paste it here and I can get access of this virtual machine. So it looks very simple and straightforward. Now I go back to this virtual machine remote connection again and install one software. Just for example, it's an Adobe Reader, Acrobat Reader, and install it and save it. Instead of Adobe Acrobat Reader DC, I install Greenshot on the server and save it. To download, just go to just a little bit, make it a little bit bigger, the browser, greenshot.org, and download. But if we can't download, we have to allow download option. And how can we do that? We go to the internet option here and then go to security and go to the custom level and find the file download option, allowed. File download option allow, I already make it allowed. Normally it's disallowed, and then okay, and then okay, and then come back to the browser and then download this one and then save this one. Now when you go back to the remote server, you can see it's already downloaded, and I run this and install this on the server and accept the terms and condition, click next. It's like regular software. It will take the screenshot of the window or any specific part of the screen. So just save, install and save, and this is like that. So this machine have IIS running and Greenshot available to use. So I save this machine image and generalize this and make it backup, and later I retrieve from this backup. So I can show you that it's a Greenshot already installed. It's on the menu here. So if we click on there and if we click on this one, you can see the Greenshot is okay. And if I think everyone should know how to use the software, or especially if you have some idea how to play around with the Greenshot. So I'm not hanging on this one. I need to show that how to generalize one virtual machine. So for that one, I just expand this video screen and go to the Windows of this PC and then find Windows, and then from there I find System32 folder, and from there I would like to find sysprep, and then I have to run one application named sysprep, and I choose ODBE and generalize, and then choose shutdown because it will make the image, and after that it will shut down the machine. So it's ready to go. So let's do it and press OK. Shutdown process is running, sysprep is running, and it will remote server. It will say there's remote connectivity will be lost. It is, and I accept that one, and it will shut down the machine after making this image. So we'll find where this image will save, and we capture afterwards from that image. So this is the way how we can virtualize one virtual machine, how we can make an image of a virtual machine and capture it from that virtual image for later use for our future production. So I'm going to capture at this stage now. To capture the image of the virtual machine which is generalized, which was generalized a few minutes before, we need to go to the home of the portal, click the virtual machine and make sure it's in the running state, and then just click on the capture, and then we have to choose share the image in Azure Compute Gallery. No, just capture only the manage image, and make sure we shouldn't tick on this one, automatically delete this virtual machine after creating the image. No, we didn't pick up this one, we just leave it as it is, and they give a name of this virtual machine like VM 27 image 20, okay, like this, and then next, and then and validation should be passed. Yeah, it's running the validation. While the validation has been passed, there is an option to select this create. I give permission to create the virtual machine image, and this machine will be unusable after creating this image, and we'll decommission this virtual machine later on, but we'll keep the image for future use. So it might take a few minutes to capture the image. You can see the notification because it's showing that it's stopping the virtual machine after creating this image, capturing this image. So when it's done, this deployment has been done, almost done. The virtual machine, yes, we can see that this virtual machine has been stopped from this remote location, remote connection, and we already get a virtual machine image has been captured, and it's named VM27 image. So we can create another virtual machine if we required with this image, and even if we delete VM27 virtual machine now, still we can generate the same virtual machine using that captured image. So this is the way in production environment, if our clients asking for one server to decommission, and we guess if we guess that it might require in later, we can capture an image and decommission the virtual machine, so that will save our time. Now I will create another virtual machine following the captured image, using this captured image. So for that reason, we need to just go click on the virtual machine and create virtual machine, and image. From image I choose my image which I have taken from the all images options. I go to the image gallery, my images, I get this image from there, and give the username and password. After creating, giving username and password, we have to give some other important information for this virtual machine. That is, we have to choose the resource group. I choose this J27, and we have to give a virtual machine a name. Just name like recovered VM. Just give this name and give the networking. I have to choose the default VNet, that is this one, VNet 27, and then review, and there is some validation, and passed. It passed, and I create this new virtual machine. So it might take a couple of minutes to make this new virtual machine using that image which was taken before. So it takes a couple of minutes to deploy the new virtual machine from the recover image. Uh, so this machine is ready to go, and we can access this machine with the remote access protocol or HTTP following using the public IP address. So I'm not going to showing this one again and again. But the thing is that in this total video I create one virtual machine image, uh, and before this image I make it generalize that virtual machine, make an image, and afterwards I capture that image and make a new virtual machine following that using that image. So this is the way in production environment we decommission one server and we use the image to retrieve it again if required. Thank you for watching.